I've been working on adding more detail to Tohm's world. I've introduced weather, seasons, a day-night cycle, and world objects that players may examine more closely, like tables, chairs, and lanterns. First, the weather. Many text games implement an extremely simple weather system which occasionally sends some generic weather update text and adds generic text to the end of location descriptions like, "It's raining hard" or "The sky is gray." This results in text fatigue because players get tired of seeing the same text again and again. It's also a lost opportunity to paint a more vivid, dynamic picture of the player's surroundings. In Tohm, weather messages vary with time of day, region, and season, which means there's a lot more variety and specificity. Here I'm using an administrative command to demonstrate weather changes rapidly, and you can see that weather updates mention details like the sun warming the autumn air and fallen leaves tumbling down cobblestone streets. Without Tohm's pivots for time, region, and season, the best players could expect would be something like, "It's clear and windy." Also, weather patterns differ by region. In this area, fall is about cool air, fallen leaves, and heavy rains, while in winter, snow accumulates. In the desert, there might be no precipitation at all, and dust storms when the wind picks up. In other areas of the world, it may rain more frequently. In all cases, weather transitions gradually over time. Instead of leaping from clear skies to clouds to rain, clouds gradually slide in from the horizon and later dissipate. Rainfall grows heavier and lighter, and wind speed varies. Also, as in real life, Tohm's regional weather patterns are somewhat, but not entirely, predictable. Players familiar with an area can correctly make assertions like, "When the wind picks up, a storm is usually coming." Similar to weather updates, time change messages also vary with weather, region, and season to keep them fresh and detailed. Now here's where it all comes together: location descriptions. These tie into all of the aforementioned systems to create prose which may vary radically over time, keeping descriptions of a player's surroundings fresh even when he spends a lot of time in only a few favorite places. Here I'm standing outside an inn. Rain runs off its eaves, its lawn yellows in the fall, and during a winter storm, it becomes a hardly discernible blob looming beyond the swirling snow, marked only by thin strips of lantern light peeking through cracks in the shutters. Kids play on the lawn on hot summer days, and that lawn is replaced by a pristine expanse of snow during the winter months. Eventually, time, weather, season, and location will also be integrated into gameplay for combat, trade skills, and more. Now, I'll step inside the inn to show off the new world objects. This particular inn is furnished with heavy wooden tables and chairs. I can look at those objects to find out more about them, and discover even more objects like the lanterns placed atop the tables for light. I can also touch objects to investigate texture and sniff them for scent. There's no limit to how many levels deep this discovery process can go, so players can have fun searching out Easter eggs like the builder's unique symbol or initials, hints about the game, and more.